What's going on, everyone? We're playing the Ravens. Let me give you a quick update on what we've done. Yeah, upgrade. Before every game, I upgrade the rookies just to give them better looks and names and such. But 2 weeks ago, I guess 3 weeks ago, we re-signed Greedy Williams to a 3-year, $10 million deal. I feel like it's pretty good. I'll show you him in a second. We signed Robbie Chosen because he has 95 speed, and we had to release him because Antonio Gibson was coming back. And we had to sign him because our left tackle got hurt for 4 weeks, and our backup left tackle got hurt for 3. So we had to sign him because our rookie there fucking sucks. And then we had to release Ray McLeod because he's really just a backup returner. He's really not that good as a receiver compared to Robbie Chosen. But yeah, let me go to Greedy Williams. Well, first things first, let me go to the salary thing so I can show you what I was thinking. Because no one else has a deal right now, and none of them I want to come back. I really don't want to spend free agency just fucking... Okay. So this guy, we can dev him to back up, I guess, but... Just look at this. I feel like that's a pretty fair deal. Because I bet he becomes at least a 75 next season. I mean, if we can get 2 devs a year, 75, 77, 79, he'll be above an 80. He could be a corner 3. And that's corner 3 money. Like, decent corner 3 money. 6'2", 185. He's fast. Decent coverage skills in both. Not good tackler, that's okay. He can catch, he can press, but he just can't tackle. And we're not asking him to tackle anyone unless they fall into him. Wait, what was that instruction for the Y button? I'd say. Ugh. Merrily we fall out of line, out of line. We really need to get rid of him. Like bad. Like really bad. We gotta get rid of him. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We'll keep him next year. I mean, he's a decent tackle. He's a decent tackle. We'll keep him next year. Then maybe the year after that, we'll try to cut him, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, let's try to beat the Ravens. I don't know. Lamar Jackson's really good.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Broncos and the Ravens coming up next.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing well. 6 wins and 8 prior to that defeat. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 11 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Crawford. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Justin Matabike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this Bronco defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. The numbers for him from a week ago, 3 catches, 51 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wallace. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. An option give now to Mitchell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Jamal Agnew. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Start with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bonito in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought it worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Off play action. Crawford. And it's caught. Touchdown Broncos. Irv Smith Jr. from 6 yards away. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And now here come the Ravens. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he's got it. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Crawford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 500 at 6-6. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On first down, right back to Gibson. Gets around him. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Gibson will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now it's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Watson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin just up the road right here in Florida, in AFC South matchup between Tennessee.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They go play action now. Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Jackson. Going long here for Wallace. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, here's Agnew. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal.
Williams loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mitchell now off the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Gibson here running out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Off play action. Crawford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Adafe Owe tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Now Jackson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play action. It's Jackson. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Watson from 8 yards out. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Now inside the 25. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. wrestling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun, Crawford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Slot man moves right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it... down on the sack.
Third down and 14.
Jackson from the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He hits his target, left side, Watson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson. And Watson has it right side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. That just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, These are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again is Jackson. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and goal. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bonito in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, That's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the